Welcome to Same Cast, Different Day podcast. Once again, I'm your host, Marta Rowland, and I'm here with my co host, Crystal B, aka Claire B. And I'm not going to go into the rest of it because you already know what's going to happen.
10 million other names. I'm just Crystal B, dude. Just get Crystal B. We're gonna go with Crystal B. I like
We ain't
that
going to
one
go into the rest of it.
because that's just it's too crazy. It's just too crazy. It is.
Yeah, because the other day I did the TikTok promo. I screwed it up bad.
Yeah, I gotta do at that one too. Gotta do at that back one. All right. So this evening we're actually gonna be talking about Martel and I are gonna be talking about this evening is the 2010s TV shows.
Yay, we made it to the final part of the tournament.
So we were at the end of it, and we finally came to the point of now here's all the new shows, but they're not just on your regular TV shows. A lot of
Right.
your streaming services, again, that would have them. We don't ever get into details as to those streaming services. That's all
Right.
private information, but we are always, willing to tell everybody that, hey, by the way, here's how it breaks down.
And make sure that you I'm on the wrong part. um I'm sorry everybody, it's the wine. I'm sorry. um by the time this episode come out, I hope everyone had a happy 4th of July, because Fourth of July should have passed this past Sunday, so this episode should be coming out right after the 4th of July, so I hope everyone had a happy 4th of July.
Yay, 4th of July. Woo! Fireworks and woo, lights outside now. There we go.
But since it's
But
almost since it's July when this episode come out, it's Christmas in July.
there it is. And so for Martel, it is officially, what's your statement, Martel?
The power of the Christmas tree.
There we go. Because I wasn't going to say it. I was not gonna say it. I was going to let somebody else say it.
Oh yeah, definitely the power of the Christmas tree. So this is part 4 of the TV tournament. So let's get this thing started. I
All
believe
right.
Claire has the brackets.
All right, let's go. Here we go. All right, so here we go. So the first one it starts out with men of a certain age versus new girl.
Man at a certain age was hilarious, but I think I think I'm gonna have to go with New Girls. I remember New Girls more than Men of a Certain Age.
I mean, I watched the men of a certain age. It was okay. Again, it just,
Like it had a few ha-has in there.
yeah. I think new girl was definitely
Definitely.
win. So definitely that goes for the win. So the next one we have is Parenthood versus Mr. Robot.
Oh crap! I don't even remember what Parenthood was about, but I do enjoy Mr. Robot. I didn't finish the series, but what I did see of the series, I really enjoyed it. So I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Robot.
So I didn't see Mr. Robot. I did see Parenthood, but I heard some people say that actually it's a pretty decent setup. It was a pretty decent it was pretty decent TV show. Again, I don't know the logistics behind it, but I'm gonna go with Mr. Robot. Even though I did like Parenthood, I did like it.
What was Parenthood even about? Like what was I don't remember Parenthood.
So Parenthood, I believe there's one on the streaming services. I believe that was about it was more or less like a comedy about parents, more or less like single parents and trying to
Oh, that
do,
show.
trying like they did all their normal activities, take the kids to school and blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
I was thinking of that show. Like I was thinking like it was like this show. This Is Us.
Oh,
When they with a whole bunch of crying and stuff. So that's what I'm thinking
yeah.
that it was about.
Yep. And so that actually was not it. So
Oh well, yeah. Well, good thing I voted for Mr. Robot then.
so Mr. Robot takes the win. There we go.
Yep. Woo!
All right. So the next two we have is Pose versus Keen and Peele.
Pose versus Keen and Kale.
Key and Peele.
Oh, Key and Peele. Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna
You
say
say it
like
right. The guy is that wrong.
I cannot. I think I'm gonna have to go with Pose because I don't remember ever watching the other show, Ken and Pelican. I don't know,
Yeah,
whatever the hell his name is.
Key and Peele. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember actually watching that, so I think I'm gonna have to go with the other one. I can't remember.
Both Pose.
Yeah, Pose. There we go.
All right, so
This happens when you 3 glasses in.
because we got to tie up, and nobody's in any of the rooms that we're in that's in Alive. We're gonna have to, I guess, draw straws on this one, or
Oh, you voted for Ken and Pell?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, Key and Peele. So
We can flip the coin.
let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. How about this? I didn't see Pose, but I heard a little bit about it, so I'm gonna take my vote from Key and Peele and put it over to Pose. We're gonna do it that way.
Or we could have flipped the coin.
Yeah, we could. I mean, if you all still flip the coin, that's fine. If you all flip the coin, we can still do that if you want to do that. But
I mean, you already changed your vote, so
that's fine. That's fine. All right. The next one we have is The Good Place versus Empire.
The Good Place versus Empire.
Yep.
Okay, so the final season of Empire was straight trash, but everything else leading up to that was okay, pretty good. So, A Good Place. What was A Good Place about?
That was with Kristen Bell, and it was the gentleman from.
I've never watched that show.
It was a great show. I loved it. That's the guy from Cheers. He's one of the guys that was a bartender from Cheers.
I'm going to go with Empire.
Okay, so we're at to flip a coin on that one.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, we have a viewer. Whatever viewer that's watching, would you prefer Empire or A Good Place? Oh, TV shows. We need somebody help. Whoever's watching, good Empire or A Good Place. I'm so too wasted for this.
So good. It's fine. I should give myself some water. I'm yawning. I need some water.
Oh, I don't know why I don't know if they commented or not. Where's my comments at? Am I? Okay, yep, it's still there. I don't know. So up, they disappeared. So I guess we're gonna have to flip a coin then.
Okay. All right.
All
Flip
right.
a coin. All right. So I better get a coin out here and go.
Oh, I guess oh. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, coins is part of your generation.
Because you have no idea what that is. What idea what the heck's a coin? What is that? Well, if you ever go to Aldi's, you need a coin.
I'm that person who walks around with everything in their hand when they go to Aldi's.
All right, you're calling heads or tails. What would you like?
Oh man, I have to call it, man. Heads.
Okay, heads it is. Okay. What we got? And you win.
Yay!
You win. So
Empire helped you survive.
Empire. All right. So the next two we have is Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Hands down, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yep, Brooklyn Nine-Nine all the way.
It's just more funny, and that guy. I don't know his name. Is that Andy
Sanchez?
Yeah,
Andy
he
Sanchez.
is hilarious.
Yeah.
He needs to do more movies. He is hilarious.
He's got a song out there too. Something about being on a boat or something like that. You know, I don't know.
What? I'm gonna have to go try to find it because I know he was in that one funny movie where he was playing like a singer or a rapper or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That was that song. Yeah, it was him.
Was that when him and Pink was in the video together?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to look again on that. I'm not really sure on that one. Maybe, possibly.
Yeah,
Possibly.
I'm gonna have to go check. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Okay, so these are here's some big ones here now. We have Orange is the New Black versus GOT, Game of Thrones.
Orange is the New Black versus Game of Thrones. Oh. That's hard. Who put those two up together? Who thought that was a good decision to make?
I'm going with Orange. I'm going Orange.
I've never watched Orange is the New Black.
So I will go with Orange, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
And her name is, I think I want to say her name correctly, Laverne Cox. She is actually the first transgender Black female actually to be on the first recorded actually streaming service company.
Okay.
So most definitely. That's why we'll definitely that way. I've seen them both, but I never
Mm,
got into Game of Thrones. I don't know.
I think cause I really haven't watched Game of Thrones either, but I
Mhm.
think if I really have to sit down and watch one, I probably will find Orange is the New Black more entertaining. So I think I'm gonna have to go Orange is the New Black with that one.
Okay, we're going with that one. Okay, so the Game of Thrones, all those people will be very sad that their GOT is gone. Be very sad about
Yeah,
that.
they just gonna have to be sad because there's nothing I can do about that one.
Next two we have is Community versus Bates Motel.
Ooh, that's a good one. Community versus Base Motel. Oh, I
Community.
actually watched both these shows, and that Base Motel, it was so many twists and turns when it came to that series that I was just like, whoa. But to put it up against that's a hard decision. Do I vote against the serious one or do I go vote against the funny one? I don't
I'm going.
know.
I'm going Community. I like Community.
I don't know. Hey Tammy, how you doing? Tammy, we doing a TV tournament on the podcast right now, and the decision is between the TV show Community and Bates Motel, and I don't know who to vote for. What you think I should vote for? Because I have no clue. Uh, I don't know. That is so hard. Do I vote gets funny? Hey, hey, you don't look you lucky it's on TikTok. um, I think I'm about to go Community.
You know, Community. Okay, so Bates is out the door.
Yeah. Stop licking your balls.
All right. So next one we have is Justified, which is a Western, kind of a Western,
Justified.
versus Blue Mountain State.
Um,
I don't think I've heard of that second one. Justified.
Blue Mountain State was like the TV version of American Pie that used to come on TV.
Oh, okay.
And I used to watch Blue Mountain State every week. So I'm gonna have to go Blue Mountain State.
All right, so we're gonna go Blue Mountain State for the win.
Yeah, Blue Mountain State is a pretty good show.
All right, here we go. Here's the next one. Ooh, this one's hard. All right, both of these are like pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
They're both kind of basic, kind of drama, action, adventure type thing. White Collar versus Suits.
Oh no.
This is hard because I
That's
like them
that's
both.
like trying to make me pick between One Tree Hill and Supernatural. No.
This is hard. I like them both.
Yes. Oh my God. Because you got Matt Bomber versus Matt Bomber versus the other guy, the Meghan Markle show. Oh my God, I don't know the lead character name. Can't remember.
I think no.
I think you'll have me watch Suits tonight when I go tonight. I'm gonna have to go. Oh my God, Claire, why did you put these two together? uh, I think I'm gonna have to go Suits.
Oh gosh, I love them both. This is so hard.
Yeah, it's so hard because
I love them both. I really
they
love
are
them
both such good shows.
They are both solid shows. They'll keep you glued to your seat
Yes.
the whole entire show. They do not. You don't get bored other than see the stupid commercials.
Although I have seen the whole entire Suits, White Collar series.
Yeah.
I have not yet finished the whole entire Suits series, but what I have seen so far, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go with Suits.
Ugh.
That kid is too smart for his good on that show.
All right, so now we're gonna go. So there's one that actually we're not touching yet because that's actually at the end here. But that will show. We'll get they'll eventually get into the group, but it's called This Is Us. Actually, that's the last one. So we're not worried about that one. That one's on its own right now. So eventually it'll come down the line.
Okay.
All right. So next we have is New Girl versus Mr. Robot.
I think we need to stop doing these brackets after this one. This is like life changing. I feel like these are life changing decisions. Like I feel like these brackets are going to determine what I'm gonna watch for the next year. So.
No, it won't hurt your feelings or nothing like that. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Um, I think I gotta go, Mr. Robot.
Yeah, I'm going Mr. Robot too. Yeah. So New Girl's out. Yep. All right. So the next one we have is Empire versus Pose.
As much as I love you, Pose, I still gotta go with Empire. I feel like more Empire had a bigger audience than Pose, so I'm gonna have to go Empire.
All right. So the next one we have is Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus Orange is the New Black.
You're gonna make me pull my hair out. You're literally gonna make me have to pull out my hair. What? Who would have
So
thought the 2010s would have had so much good shows?
you know what? I will say that they did a very good job. I say a lot of these broadcast companies and streaming services did a great job actually looking into making some very good, like you weren't this stuff you're glued to the TV to watch. And not just watching
Right.
so you're watching a whole series or series, you know, different multiple series.
Exactly.
I mean, I think they did a great job, really, to be honest with you, really. All right, so I'm gonna go Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I'm gonna do that.
What was the options again?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus Orange is the New Black.
I think if it came down to if I had to watch any of the, yeah, I would probably pick Brooklyn Nine-Nine over Orange is the New Black.
All right, so they're
If
out.
it was like if I had to choose between what I was watching, yeah, definitely.
Okay, so now we have Community versus Blue Mountain State.
What kind of shenanigans is this going on? Community versus Blue Mountain State. Community versus Blue Mountain State.
I'm going Community. I like Community.
To be honest, yeah, because Community did have more seasons. Yeah, and when you mention Blue Mountain State to a lot of people, they're like, "What?" So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go Community.
I mean, some of these shows that we've talked about over the different brackets, actually, there's some I've seen, not all, but maybe this is not a bad idea to actually go and check in them. So, I mean, as everyone's hearing these podcasts, check some of these, TV shows out. Maybe you might find some you're hooked on, and who knows? Maybe you actually will leave us a note saying, "Hey, you know what? I watched this show and I really liked it." So, I mean, by all means, we're here to have fun, have a good time.
I have officially watched season 2 of Love Victor 3 times already. It's only been out for a week.
We're gonna have a movie night over at Martell's. We're gonna bring the popcorn, and then we're gonna watch Love Victor. We're gonna watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I will sit there. I mean, we have to plan. We have to start there like 5, 6 o'clock because that's about a good.
How long is that?
4 hours of TV watching.
Oh no! Wait, is that oh, it's Love Simon. I'm thinking about that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay. You Love Simon. It's the movie that's like almost 2 hours long.
So I got to see that first.
You got to see that first before you watch Love Victor.
Then I can come down to your house and then we can watch Love Victor. So I have to be after that. So that's on my agenda. That will get done before the end of this month.
Yeah, I'm telling you, episode 6 is gonna make you cry. I cried every time I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. I was like Marcus. I cried like a big old baby.
Oh no. All right, so here's our last two we have now. Suits versus This Is Us.
Suits versus This Is Us. I think Suits still makes new episodes. I think I'm gonna have to vote Suits.
Suits, yep. So This Is Us is actually out. So that one we didn't get last time, but we get it on this round. So that one is out. That one didn't even make it that far.
Right.
And already left.
That poor thing. It had a freebie. a buy round.
It got a little buy round, a little hump over, yeah. All right, so now we're getting down to it. Mr. Robot versus Empire.
Mr. Robot versus Empire. Mr. Robot, as much as I love you, I don't think you compare to Empire. So I'm gonna vote Empire over
Empire,
Mr. Robot.
Empire comes up for the win. I agree. Empire definitely does. I did watch some of it, so. All right, now this is gonna be hard. Okay. Brooklyn Nine-Nine versus Community.
Why?
They're both good. There's the problem. I love them
And they
both.
both have such an amazing star-studded cast. So this is
They
like
do.
so hard to choose.
They do. They do.
Oh my god! What? Why? Why?
Should we ask the audience out there? See what they can say about
They disappeared on me.
it. And I got nobody either on my side.
Um.
Oh no.
Lord.
Okay, here we go. Coin flipping. Oh. Okay. So which one do you choose? It's head. It's head. So which one do you choose? So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Brooklyn Nine-Nine. So if we're gonna split this.
Okay, yeah, let's go Brooklyn Nine-Nine then. Because I'm like, that's a decision I can't make.
Okay. Okay.
I can't make that decision.
So now we have worked our way all the way through down to 3 left. Went from 20, and we literally busted them all down to 3. That's how crazy we in a short amount of time we've went from a large chunk to a small chunk.
Large, small, large,
Um,
small, large, small.
So now we're gonna go Empire versus Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
I gotta go Empire.
And I'm going Empire. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but Empire takes the win.
I almost went with Brooklyn Nine-Nine just because Juicy Smouye almost ruined it for me, but yeah.
So guess what? We have them all wiped down to 2. 2 left.
Okay.
2 major ones. We have an action adventure one, and we have a music recording one.
Okay.
So we have Suits versus
No.
This is the big 2 here. This is we passed the final 4. Now we're on to the big 2. This is the championship game.
What?
I'm going Suits. I'm voting Suits. That's it right now.
To be honest, just because that final season of Empire was kind of trash, yeah, I gotta vote Suits. I gotta vote Suits.
So Empire does end it out. And I'm looking over my list to make sure. And guess what? Empire is the winner.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with it. No. Suits is the winner. Just kidding. We lost Empire. I'm messing with him to see what he's going to do. Just kidding. No. So
Okay.
Suits, the TV show Suits from, I believe I can actually say that is from, I believe AMC
USA Network.
or USA. Okay. It's from USA Network. Well, congratulations to them. Good job, those guys, for actually making a really good show that's actually still out and about. We had some great contenders.
Very great contenders.
Do we want to finish up our rounds and get this completed, or are we gonna wait?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna figure out the best TV show of these 4 decades. So yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna get this written up here, and we'll get this together. So
yeah, this is a definitely. This is gonna be such a hard decision.
just think. Now we have Suits from 2010. We have The Big Bang Theory from the 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have. So we had a hard time picking this one. And this was actually a split one. So we'll just leave it as a split one. We actually had that 70s show and Charmed for the 90s. So we're actually going to have both of them because you and I actually had a tie there.
Okay.
So we're actually going to have them both in there.
Okay.
So that's 70s show and Charmed.
Oh, this is going to be so hard.
So,
hey Q, how's it going?
and then the biggest one from the 80s is When Four Women.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. I forgot what comes after that.
You're a friend and a confidant. I knew it. Really?
I forgot.
I knew it.
It's the wine.
Oh yeah. You could drop me off right now. No figures, right? You know. So we actually have five of them here because we actually did have a split on the 90s TV shows. So we have, starting out with the 80s, we have our favorites, Martell's and Crystal's favorite. We actually have the Golden Girls from the 80s. They are one of the best. In the 90s, we had a tie up with That 70s Show and Charmed. Both very good shows. One, That 70s Show was based in Wisconsin.
Hello, Wisconsin.
The Big Bang Theory, we know it was all about nerds and comedy. Really what it was. They are still going strong, I believe. I
Big
think
Bang Theory? No, they ended.
Oh, they did end.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just Young Sheldon that's on now.
Well, that's okay. And our most recent one we actually had done in the 2010s was Suits, the TV show Suits.
And I believe they are on season 9 right now.
So we have 5. We're down to the big 5 now. It's the big 5 here. These are just like your tournaments if you were doing in your brackets for basketball in March, the March Madness thing. Except this is July. So July Madness. It's July Madness for the TV shows. Here we go.
Right.
Here we go. July Madness.
Here we go.
All right. So here we go. We're gonna start it out. Okay, we'll go from the 80s and go up to 2010. All right. So we have the Golden Girls versus Charmed.
Oh my God, why would you do this to me? Oh, I love Piper so much. I think I gotta go Charmed.
Going Charmed. All right, so I love Golden Girls. I do love them.
I guess we got to do a coin toss.
No, hold on. I do love them, but we're going with Charmed. So I hate to tell you, but the Golden Girls are on the road. Sorry to say. The Golden Girls are on the road. Sorry to say. That's a sad thing. All right, so now we have Charmed versus That 70s Show.
I'm still going with Charm. I love That 70s Show, but I feel like I can sit down and watch Charm more than I can sit down and watch That 70s Show.
All right, so we got a tie. So I will get my coin back out here. And Beat Martell chose heads.
And so those who watching the video version, this is Tommy, by the way. He's being naughty, but
oh. Hi, Tommy.
Tommy, no, you
Tommy.
can't. No, you can't be right, here, buddy.
Oh, bummer. It's tails for the win. So we have to we had to say goodbye to.
Sorry, Charmed. I tried.
All right, so now we have That 70s Show versus The Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory all the way.
Yeah, Big Bang all the way. Yep. So that means That 70s Show is out the door.
Bye, That 70s Show.
We have lost all our 80s and 90s contenders. We have lost them all. Now, here's the big two, the 2000 and 2010s have come up. The Big Bang Theory versus Suits. This is like, Martell's like, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Be
Right,
hey,
like, why would you want to do this to me? What? Christmas trees. Suits. I gotta go Suits.
And I am going with Suits.
Yay!
So guess what? Guess what our big winner is here? Ladies and gentlemen, from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s, ladies and gentlemen, the official TV show is
Suits.
There we go. Suits for the solid win.
Suits has won best TV show over the 80s, 90s, and 2000s and 2010s.
Congratulations to the TV show Suits. Congratulations, USA Network. Great job. Great job.
Yeah, you guys did it.
Great job. You know, you beat out the Golden Girls, Charmed, That 70s Show, and the Big Bang Theory. You beat all them out.
My brother would be so disappointed that I voted against Big Bang Theory.
Oh well, that's the way it goes. So Suits, congratulations for the win. We tip your hat. There we go.
Oh, I should have wore a hat.
That's good enough. It was good enough. That works. That
I
works
should have
good.
wore
That's
a
good
hat.
enough. That's okay. Hey, look at it this way. Even though Charm was tied with that 70s show for the 90s, just think. We came out, we actually agreed on a lot of these TV shows. We actually did have the same, you know,
Yeah,
same common ground, which I think is, to me, is phenomenal. Um, I thought that was great. We were not able, and now it's too bad. There was a lot of good ones out there. There was, let's just throw a few out there. Everyone loves Raymond. From the '90s was a good one. Fresh Prince of Bel Air. You know, back in the '80s, even Night Court, Miami Vice. I mean, there were some good ones out there. I mean,
I still don't understand Night Court. I still don't.
you'll have to watch it.
I,
You'll have
I
to
still
watch
do
it
not
on your
understand
streaming
that show.
services.
Like,
You have to watch that in regular streaming
who thought
services.
it was a good idea to make a TV show about going to court at night? Like, who thought that was a good idea?
I think it was funny. It's funny. It was good. It was good. But don't forget, Saved by the Bell started out in 1989 and went through the 90s. And don't forget, if you relate to class,
I mean, yeah,
you're
true,
Saved by the Bell.
true. Uh,
Now,
I mean, because I think I was a little bit young for Saved by the Bell too. So, 'cause I think by the time Saved by the Bell was ending, I was probably just born.
well, that's okay. You're just a youngster. That's okay. Just a
Sadly,
youngster. That's okay. Hey, look at this one. We had a lot of great TV shows, even the 2000s. You know that? You had The Office, Parks and Rec, How I Met Your Mother,
all
Scrubs,
all iconic shows.
Gilmore Girls. Grey's Anatomy with Dr. Steamy,
Oh yeah,
Dr. McDreamy. I mean, McDreamy.
yeah, Dr. McDreamy.
McDreamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, McDreamy. Everyone wanted McDreamy. Everybody wanted him. Oh yeah, I tell you.
So while we're on here, before we go, so I was talking to somebody earlier, and I was saying like how today like there's really no like scripted LGBT shows that like to relate to today's world. Like I feel like they just have TV shows where they just throw gay characters in there just to make the community feel included.
Mhm.
But there's not really shows where the main characters are based on the community. And I said my goal one day is to actually start my own production company and where I produce, TV shows, like scripted TV shows for the community. Like there's not really nothing besides for Love Victor. There's really nothing for teenagers or people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and so on. So I was
Oh,
like, and then like they was like, well, there's the subscription service, like Here's TV. It's like, I'm like, no, I'm like, I'm thinking bigger than a subscription service. So I'm like no, like how come we can't have like a TV show on Fox or USA Network or TNT and all these other stations like basic cable channels that where the lead role characters are a member of the LGBTQ community.
mhm.
I said one day that's something that I want to do. I want to be that person who brings them kind of TV shows to TV. Is my goal.
The podcast could take us to who knows where that could go, and I would love to be part of that train. And let's hope we can get there. Really.
So you
Um,
guys out there do your best to support this podcast. Even if you're not even part of the LGBT community and you just like an ally or something like that, still support the podcast. Like I said, like it's not gonna be TV shows where it's just basically all gay. Like there's gonna be straight characters and so on. It's just like that representation out there for the community is not there. Like there's not a TV show out there that's based on a single male who's gay in the dating world at 40 or somebody that's transgender and looking for love. Like there's no TV shows or like movies or anything out there that's like based on times now that's really out there. Like when they do come out with like LGBTQ movies now, it's like mostly comedy stuff.
it's just
Like yeah, it's all the same stuff, like stuff they were still putting out like in the early 2000s, late 2000s. Like, no, we need something that represents the community today. And my goal is to be that person who brings that stuff to basic cable, the basic TV.
And that's a great idea. Even if, even if it's, even if we, just start out with just doing live, like we're doing podcast and next talk about, and, you know, this broadcast is not your typical, we're not the typical podcasters where we're just gonna have a agenda or have what's going on for itinerary. We will actually get into little details and we'll kind of go into different
Yeah.
perspective on things. How many really, to be honest with you, I don't know if anyone except you and I, Martel, actually out there and just doing the research myself. I haven't seen anyone else in the LGBTQ community actually podcasting. So, first of all, hands off to you, sir, for starting this operation.
Thank you.
Hands off to me for actually decided to jump on the train and have a little fun with this. Because I do love it. I wanted it to be a disc jockey a long, long time ago, but this podcast thing is, to me, I think it's fun. I have a lot of my family members listen to it. Now they listen to it because they hear you and I, and it's a big deal, and then they tell their friends, and then that's gonna keep growing as people tell people.
Right. 'Cause
It's
I've heard somebody say like I hope you find, like I was complaining about having to go back to work, and it was like I hope you find a career or a job that makes you happy. I'm like, podcasting makes me happy. Like if I can make a living off of this, I would be so happy.
this would be fun. If all you did this, you would just had a podcast, you do it like maybe twice a week, and the rest of it would be other activities.
Right.
That'd be a
1
blast.
second. Okay, yay. So yeah. So but like I say, yeah, podcasting is something that I really want to make a career out of doing. Because it's like I was like today, like I said, well, this week, I shouldn't say this, at the time of this recording, this is my first week back at work since October and working in my department. And I walked in there that first day, like everybody was happy to see me. Like I missed a lot of my coworkers that I work with, but at the same time, it was like I walk in, like all of them had like this very unhappy, miserable face when I went in. And it's like it's so many unhappy people there. And it's like the energy around there is just it's terrible. And it used to be a place where I actually enjoy going to. Now it's like I wake up and hate that I gotta go there.
Mm.
And that's just how bad it's gotten.
In my job too. I do enjoy my job. I'm now an assistant manager for my job, which is awesome. Went through classes, passed everything, and I do enjoy my job. But I gotta say though that just some days working by myself doing a lot. You talk about how many you got to do, and I tell you what I got to do, and it's like, holy man, it's a lot.
Yeah, and it's crazy
overwhelming.
because like right now I'm only there 4 hours a day, and that 4 hours is like I'm still miserable just for them 4 hours.
Yeah, and that's bad.
So
You should never be, unhappy with your job, because if you're unhappy with your job, then just things are not.
exactly. So I'm doing my best now to get out of that situation and use this podcast as an outlet to get me to where I want to go, and hopefully it gets me there. And with the
That's
support of all you out there listening, it will get me there.
Let's hope so. We're going to be working on a kind of after the cast. Well, after the cast, we're working on that. That'll be hopefully soon. We don't really have a start date on that, but that'll be a subscription only. We'll just maybe randomly talk. We'll see what we're going to talk
For
about.
those who have Apple Podcast, so it'll be a subscription only service to Apple Podcasts where you get exclusive content basically through Apple Podcasts that we're going to be venturing off trying to do. So just let y'all guys know that's just a project that's in the works.
We haven't really set a date or we haven't plans. We actually have to
Mhm.
get down to work. So we will get to it. We're letting Martel get back in the swing of things first of all before we get into the next stage of things, this and that. And hopefully eventually we'll get somebody to line us up we'll get a website up. So if there's anybody out there knows it's really good with building websites, next we're going to try to get a website up, and we're gonna try to keep on stepping up our game here a little at a time.
And you guys let me know what you guys think about Mark being on a podcast, because this episode came out before this one. So let me guys know. And he's actually a big supporter of us now. So make sure you go check out his podcast. It's I always mess up with that word. Mementos with Mark. I always mess up this word. I gotta stop drinking.
Mimosas with
I
Mark.
keep messing up this dang thing. Yes.
So if you check him out with
Mementos
Mimosas,
with Mark. I
yes,
gotta
they-
stop drinking.
Mimosas with Mark. If you go check him out,
Is that the name? Yes, that's the name of the podcast. Yes.
I would hope so. I just handling it off, but I really hope that's what it is.
I had to close my eyes and think about it. Like, wait, hold on.
Oh boy.
Yes, it is. It's really. I actually listened to a few episodes and I to go over and check them out. From one podcast to a podcaster to another, I have no problem with supporting other podcasters whatsoever. So head over and check out his podcast. I was grateful to have him on as a guest. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out.
Yeah, awesome.
And-
It's so awesome, and we will be, hopefully we're working on trying to get some audience members to actually just sit in and actually watch us actually do the podcast so they can see the live and actually what we're doing. We actually did have a large group a few episodes ago, which we're talking about in May,
Mhm.
mental health awareness. So we will maybe see about getting our next episodes. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll see about.
We gotta get your TikTok husband to do an episode with you.
Oh yes, we will have to talk with him.
Yeah,
Have a
get
talk.
Crystal's TikTok husband.
Yeah, my TikTok husband, yeah. I don't know how many I have, 2 or 3 of them now. I can't remember. No, I don't know.
Oh
Lord. I don't know.
I told you when I kept texting you, and I told you, bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was doing other things. I'm actually looking for vehicles. I was searching for the next, the next Australian sports car, or something like that.
I want to say thank you to all you who tuned in to this episode, a Same Cast, Different Day podcast. I'm your host, Martell Rowland. You can find me on Facebook, which is Martell Rowland 1. It should be at Martell Rowland 1 on Facebook. You can go there, like the Martell Rowland Facebook page, and then you can head over to the Same Cast, Different Day Facebook page and like that one. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Martell Rowland.
And I'm Crystal B, and you can find me at Crystal B at Facebook. You can find me at TikTok at Miss Care Bear WI. You can also find me at Snapchat at DJ Care Bear 131.
The
So
Afro
you're
old
welcome to
people.
reach out to me.
Oh, just remember, you can follow me on TikTok at Martell Rowland on TikTok.
Yeah, don't forget about that, dude. That's right. You're right. Yeah, don't forget, by the way, Martell Rowland is on TikTok, so do follow him. Actually, we will I've been trying to do some little duets with him, or actually trying to get the podcast out there. So if you see us on there, you see us do duets against each other. That's what we're doing. We're promoting the podcast, and something I'll be doing probably tomorrow before I go to this party. So
Well, thank you all for listening, and hopefully you tune in next week to our shenanigans.
Have a good one, everyone.